Alexis Phelps. Imagine this, you are sitting on a plane when all of a sudden you see a lightning bolt strike right outside your window, and then you begin to feel the plane slightly moving in the wind, and now you can only see a few feet in front of you because the rain is pounding so hard. To your dismay, the captain comes over the intercom and says to please buckle up for takeoff, and you have no idea what is about to happen next. On July 9th, 1982, there was a catastrophic plane crash involving the Pan American Flight 759. We have all been on a plane at some time in our lives, we have all experienced freaky weather, and we have all had a plane fall over our house at some time. In the next several moments, we will be discussing the weather on July 9th, the actual crash, and the aftermath of the crash. According to an article on airdisaster.com, published 2008 by Chris Kilroy, the weather was freaky. It was a hot summer day, and it was a torrential downpour. There was huge lightning bolts striking, not quite frequently, but very large. However, the captain, Kenneth L. McCullers, was calm and confident that he was still going to be able to fly this plane. It was not only a stormy day, but it was windy. The winds were upwards of 20 miles per hour, which was not a good thing to be flying in. But it was strange because it was 90 degrees outside, so no one really understood what was wrong with the weather. Right before the takeoff, all of the crew members had demanded that they do a second wind check, and as you could have guessed, the winds were only increasing. These were not optimal conditions to be flying a plane, so as one could guess, nothing good was about to happen. It was about 4 o'clock in the afternoon when everything began to go downhill. The captain, however, was still in great spirits, but his crew members were focusing on calming down nervous passengers who were not quite ready for this adventure. He then began to check all of the levels one more time, and everything was still increasing, and the weather was just getting worse. The captain had notably said that it was going to be a heavy takeoff, and it was not going to be easy. He began going through all the abort instructions just in case as a precautionary. He planned on taking out all of the air conditioning packs to make for a lighter takeoff. It was now about 4:07 in the afternoon, and everything was about to take a turn for the worse and change people's lives forever. 2 minutes later, the flight had been up in the air and it had taken a normal takeoff. However, it was now taking a nosedive back into the ground. It had reached a maximum height of about 100 to 150 feet when it crashed into a clump of trees, struck a power line, and then landed in a suburb of Kenner, Louisiana. It then burst into flames immediately, killing 8 people on the ground and all 145 people on board the plane, including the crew members. According to an article on NOLA.com, published December 25, 2011 by Picayune, microburst wind shear levels were the cause of this crash. It caused almost immediate altitude loss. This led to many developments in airplane technology, one being microburst wind shear level forecasting. They used Doppler radar to find all this, virtually eliminated any chance of it crashing because of these conditions. On July 9th, 1982, this plane crash was catastrophic and it changed things forever. How would you like to be on an airplane not knowing what was coming next?